My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
I would just hope that people would vote based on the bigger picture, not just on one or two issues. What direction we're going, how this affects our overall population, what our ideals are, and also how we look internationally as well.
The next president of the United States should maybe try to promote a little bit more of a multiculturalism into US if it hasn't been enough awareness already, because there are a lot of people who migrate here legally in search of a better life, just like me and a lot of people like me.
No matter what, as powerful as it is, it's never the end of the world until it is. I mean, if that happens, then obviously it's over. But as far as the president goes, there's a president that you don't like who's in office. When Thomas Jefferson got elected, the general consensus of the other side is we would rather civil war than Jefferson. And I think that it turned out okay.
Whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're independent, understand at least the basics of the other's point of view, if nothing else so that you can strengthen your own beliefs and be able to talk in a non-emotional way about the other side and enter into healthy debate.
The only thing I would hope, and this cuts both ways, is that whoever our next president is, maybe we can start giving them a chance to do something right. Or not do something right, but do something and not just immediately hate everything they do. We become too polarized. And I'm just as guilty as everyone else. But if there's a way we can, instead of just being at each other's throat from the left, from the right, from middle, from wherever, and let Congress, let the president actually move forward on whatever it may be and have things get done as opposed to nothing getting done and the status quo being the best we can hope for. Maybe give it a chance.
I think the American people should be less concerned about who the president of the United States is and much more concerned about their local government. I think they should take time to research their votes for their congressmen and senators and mayors and governors and city council people who will certainly impact what happens in their daily lives much more than who the president is or what the president does.
Don't put so much at the foot of the president. Understand how our government works. Read a book. Go online. But understand the importance of not only the president, but also the congressman that you elect. Also the senator that you put in office. The influence of local government.
Your vote counts as much as the next person, so that's important to really, use your voice at the polls and go ahead and vote. Secondly, I think as you look at the candidates, not necessarily look at the surface level, but also look at the substance and what their view is of the role of the federal government in your life going forward and how involved you want that to be.
Be careful who you vote for, because it's going to mean a lot, not only here internally in the United States as a people, but more importantly, the image that it's going to put outside the United States and the ramifications it can have for us, people who love to travel, love to go to countries where we like to feel safe.
Vote, always. And even if it's not just president, vote for the people that you feel are important to your message and what you want to happen in your country. Just vote. Don't complain, vote.
Americans need to vote. Americans need to understand what their vote means. They need to understand what their leaders are doing and why they're doing it. And they need to have a sense of purpose. Everyone has the right to vote. Fight for that.
Vote, definitely. Doesn't matter which side you vote, you have to vote. And be smart about who you vote for.
Speaking for myself, if I didn't agree with a specific president or didn't vote for one, it would still be the greatest day of my life if I met one or got to coerce with one. You owe that man or woman the most respect that you have as an American.